Welcome to the Honor Movement, where we always take the vertical approach. Well, I have the tremendous honor of sitting down with Peter Taunton, founder of Snap Fitness, author of Impossible Hill, and so many other things. But I can say I have the privilege, as of last week, of calling him my friend. As we've gotten to know each other over the past couple of days, I think we could both agree that we love fitness and we love staying in shape and staying active. And I was going to share this with you. So, I pack everything, and I've got all this stuff to train with when I'm on the road. And, when you were going out for a swim, I thought, Peter needs some goggles. So I'm going to send over my extra pair of goggles. And there's this thing in the back of my head because I always have to have two of everything in case something gets lost. And I'm like, I hope I don't lose my goggles. And immediately after that, I catch myself. I'm thinking, Peter's about to take us on this amazing experience in a matter of days. To where we are now. And here I am caught up about a pair of $6 goggles, And what I want to talk to you about, especially with that, because, that's funny, but so many people get caught up in these little minute things, the things that don't really matter.
Yes.
And they lose sight of the great opportunities that are in front of them. How do you break through that? How do you get past that?
I think, you know what, it's a great perspective that you have, and thank you again for loaning me the goggles.
And I got them back, by the way.
Yeah, they were lifesavers. What's funny is they laid them on the floor by my door. I actually thought they were a doorstop, so that shows you how smart I am.
Yeah.
So I'm not as smart as everyone makes me out to be. So I literally walked by them for 2 days. But anyway, I think the biggest thing with people that gets in the way of opportunity for them is pride and greed.
Uh-huh.
I always say opportunity doesn't knock, it whispers.
You're right.
Right? Opportunity doesn't knock, it whispers. So you need to be prepared for those opportunities when they come. And then the only thing predictable about life is its unpredictability.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right? And if every time something that is unpredictable happens, if every event you feel like you're blindsided, if that's the reaction, because keep in mind, that reaction harvested through the 6 inches between your ears, right? So it's just so important that when life throws you a curveball, that you take a breath, you understand what happened, and then you just move forward, because it's nothing is as serious as we tend to make it out to be.
Yeah, it's goggles.
Right.
Yeah.
It's goggles, or it's, the other thing is you can't control what people say or do.
Right.
You can't control that. So just don't let it get you. Don't let it get you down, and just keep your chin up and keep pressing forward.
Right.
And I think for me, in all of the success that I've had in my life, if I had to attribute it to any one thing, I was completely committed. And one thing I pride myself on, and I spoke about it this morning. Actually, I spoke about it this morning, talking about who. I was talking about discipline and accountability. Okay, it all depends how you want to show up every day.
Yeah.
Right. And I just love this guy because every day, and it doesn't surprise me. Great athletes, they have great discipline, great accountability. Right. I always say anyone can be a champion if you set the bar at your ankles. But getting up every day, we're in thin air, you're running, you're sweating, you're beating, you bring all your workout gear. So I really appreciate just that level of commitment to yourself and leveling up in every way, shape, and form of your life. So it's a real treat to get to know you, and it's an absolute honor to call you my friend.
No, same here. And I've if I can say one thing about my life, I've been lucky to be in positions to meet great people. And I could say, Peter, if you Google his name, you're going to see a lot of things. There's a lot of accomplishments. But I can say, after knowing you for a couple of days, you're just a great person, and I'm so honored to have met you. Thank you again for. Can you believe we saw a lion at night, and it was unbelievable.
We've seen so much.
Yeah.
We've seen so much. And you know what? Honestly, I appreciate all of your kind words. But I think the other part of it, I hope every one of you have the chance to live your dream, live your perfect life. I hope you do. And if that perfect life of yours ends up being where you have riches beyond your belief, just understand, money doesn't make the man. Okay? Don't let it ruin you. Keep yourself humble and always be kind and always love.
That's great. And, just quickly before we go, and that was so powerful what happened earlier today at the Maasai village, just to see and to hear the stories of what you have done for that tribe and for the people in this community. So,
Yeah. Well,
my
I know.
man,
Yeah, and I know that you're a Christian, so I don't mind saying, for those where a lot is given, a lot is expected, right? So I think for me that is, it's. I feel so blessed to be in a place to be able to do kind things for others, and the one thing that I pray for every day is that anytime that I do anything that's kind, let them see the face of God.
right.
Don't see my face, see the face of God, because everything I have, everything we have is because of Him.
It comes from above.
You
Yeah.
got it. And so I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm seeing the face of God right now.
It
So,
is. This is beautiful.
yeah. So, man, that was great, Peter. And, as we always say, there's a lot of crazy things happening in the world right now, but never forget, as humans, we're not as bad as they say that we are. And we should never forget that the next generation is watching.